Hi everybody, so I am here to do my 2019 favourites. Can't believe we're doing this again. I've just rewatched my 2018 favourites and we were still kind of developing this room I'm in right now. This is my dressing room and it was a proper bare background and I just did not like it at all. But I've been working on my favourites for the last few months and going back over old videos and seeing what I'm reusing and reusing and reusing. To the point I actually checked like my 2018 favourites and realised I am using a lot of my favourites as well still from last year. The big one being the NARS Soft Matte Creamy Concealer. Blooming love that still. It's still an all-time favourite for me, that. So I thought I'd kick off this video with all of my beauty favourites. So first up for makeup I've got the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. Obviously this has been raved about so many times and I bought this right before I went to Santorini in August because if I wanted foundation I knew this would be the perfect light coverage, and I kept using it after Santorini for all the sunny days that we did have. It's a bit mucky to be quite honest, but like I said, it's been all the way to Santorini and back. I'm not so much using it at the moment. I've got this in the shade Fair, but it will be like lasting me until it gets like at least to springtime next year. Love this. Not so much loving the price tag that's like £32 for this. So now a lot of my favourites you'll see I'm referencing Santorini in them, hence why I'm disclaiming this, because the next thing was also to do Santorini. So this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Waterproof is what I was looking for, and I actually watched a few videos and they literally said this does not budge all day, and it did not when I was in the sun or in the pool or even in the ocean. So I absolutely love this. For some reason I don't think this is a black one because the colour of it is literally like, actually I think you can see it's like grey, but the shade colour it actually says it's Intense Liberty. I don't know what that says, but yes, loving this. And to go with that was also a mascara. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I literally took this off of, I believe it was Vienna edits video. She was using this quite a lot at one point, so I went out and bought it. I literally bought it in a set, so it was a bit cheaper with the eyeliner and it had something else in it as well. Was it the waterproof one? Maybe. Yeah, this is Monsieur Big, and this literally made my eyelashes just so big and lovely. And I've literally kept this for this video because it has near enough run out. I am a bugger for using a mascara and then getting a new one, using the new one, and then going back to mascaras. Like, I need to stop doing that, but this one is completely gone. I've been saving it for this video. Now, to put my foundation on, I've been using this all year round, and I actually think this might have been gifted to me either last Christmas or my birthday, which is in January, or at the start of the year. But this is the Zoeva 104 Buffer Brush. I've been using this, like I said, all year round. It probably needs a wash, but for my foundation, I love it because it's got such a big surface that it's just so quick and easy to do my foundation. I literally blob it on my skin, and literally just buff it in like it says. It's a buffer brush and it's so quick and easy to use for foundation. And then for lips, I have got the Retro Matte Liquid Lipsticks from MAC. So I actually had, I think is it this one I'm wearing now, is Burnt Spice from last year, and I bought it, I used it a couple of times, and when it dried it went completely like brown, and for a bit I didn't like that. So now I've gone back to using it, hence why I'm wearing it now. But I've also had these two that are new. So I've got Lady Be Good, which is a bit more of a pinky colour as it dries on the lips. I mean, it looks so similar to this one's Burnt Spice. This one's Lady Be Good. Look, can't even tell the difference. But this one, yeah, it's more of a summery springtime colour. Then obviously, gotta have a red in there. So this is Feel So Grand. It took me ages to decide which red I wanted, but I really like this red. It's a bit more of a darker red than bright, and I like that how it dries. So my fragrance of the year is actually a Primark perfume. I've got a lot of high-end perfumes, so I like to keep them for special occasions. So for my everyday perfume, I have been going to this one. This is Blackberry and White Musk. And I love the bottle for it. I mean, it's purple, it's got the gold square lid. It's just very sophisticated looking. But for an everyday one, I have just been loving this. And the fact that it's only, what is it, like £8 or something for this. I love it, it lasts all day, it's strong enough. It's just an everyday thing. I don't know how else to describe that, because all my high-end perfumes are all obviously more expensive, so I like to use them for the special occasions. I've got some that I literally dedicate to like weddings and christenings. Some are dedicated to nights out because they're a bit more of a spicier, sexy kind of smell. Yeah, so this, the £8, brilliant, absolutely brilliant for every day. Now for nails, I've got 3 Essie ones here. This was really hard to decide because I recently bought loads of new Essie nail varnishes. I literally just ordered a whole bunch when I saw them on sale. And I've got, what, about 15, so I've chosen 3. 2 of these 2 have been my go-to for the year, except when I've not got gels on. I've got gel nail varnish on at the minute. So this one, Eternal Optimism, and it is very nearly run out, and it's just a lovely pink colour. And this one's a bit more of a lilac-y nude pink, and this is Ladylike. Just love these 2, so that's why I chose these 2, because these 2 are always my go-to favourites for when I'm doing my own nails. A recent favourite is the other one that I picked out, and this is Reflection Perfection. Oh my goodness. So this is like a rose gold with specks of the glitter in it. I absolutely love this, but it's so like sheeny and I don't really know how to describe it like. I'll try and show you in a close-up, but I've just absolutely loved this recently. I've only worn it a couple of times since I bought it, but I just had to mention it because I've literally loved it that much. As you can tell, like, even what's on my nails now, nude pinks are my absolute go-to. I am getting my nails done in a few weeks' time to have more gels put on, and they're going to be my Christmas nails, and I'm very excited about that. So one skincare product, yes, I believe that's right, is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Scrub Cleanser. I absolutely love this. It is so close to the bottom, as you can see, it's literally like there. So I actually get this in my shower and use it as a face scrub every time I shower. It actually just makes my skin feel so much better. I suffer with quite textured skin, and this just like literally gets rid of all the dead skin and all that texture that you don't want on it. Like I said, absolutely love this. I use it every time I'm in the shower. I need to repurchase it because there was only a tiny bit left, which is really sad. Love Origin skincare. I love the colour and just the packaging of this. It just looks nice. So I need to repurchase this one. I think it's like £18, which isn't too bad for being a full size. And it's, like I said, it's lasted me a good maybe 10 months. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, about 10 months. So next up, I've got some miscellaneous bits and bobs. I've literally only got 2 miscellaneous things. The first thing being my action camera, which I did get for my birthday last year, and I purposely asked for it for my Santorini trip in August. This was great for getting underwater footage. If you go back and watch the Santorini vlog, you'll see how I use it in the ocean and in the pool. But yeah, it's in this little waterproof case at the moment. It is from, I think the brand's, is it Kit? I don't know, it doesn't say anything on it. Oh, Kit Vision, and it's the Fresh camera. So like I said, it's in its little case at the moment. When you take it out, it obviously doesn't become waterproof anymore, but this just by itself is like a good way of filming different footage and things. The next thing is this basket. So this basket, blah blah blah. This basket makes me very, very happy. So this is all of my wax melts, which I obviously keep downstairs in my living room. So I've got a few wax melt burners in my living room and downstairs. I think I've got about 3 actually altogether downstairs. And I like to keep the same scent throughout the house, because if you've got mixed scents, it just doesn't work. They just combine together and it just smells odd. So I do, whenever I buy wax melts, they go quite quickly, because I will put them obviously throughout all 3 of them. So at the moment, I've got a few Christmassy ones. I've got quite a few, oh here we go. I've got some Wickford & Co ones, which is the Home Bargains ones, and they're absolutely brilliant. These are my Christmas scents. I've got some from Pound Stretchers, Gingerbread. But the ones I like to use throughout the year is literally the Airwick Life Scents. I think these are absolutely amazing. So this scent is Enchanted Forest. There's literally just 3 bars left in here, because obviously I'm not using them at the minute. I'm using up my Christmas ones. I have got a few as well that I have ordered online, from a few Etsy shops. So this is Taymadden, I think I'm saying that right. This is the Black Opium, and I've got Pomegranate Noir, which is the fragrance for Jo Malone. So lots of things like that. My favourite way to scent my house is with wax melts. So I actually struggled to find songs I liked this year, but the one song that did stick out to me was Jonas Brothers obviously getting back together. Is like amazing news. But obviously their song Sucker is an absolute banger of a song. It is brilliant, and I can still listen to it and sing along, and I love it. Movies and shows I've got quite a lot of this year, so let's get started with them. I watched quite a few shows throughout the year, but the ones that were new to me this year was Fuller House. So obviously Fuller House comes from Full House, which was on absolutely years ago. I love Full House. I think I started watching Full House actually on YouTube, is how I discovered them. Rewatched Full House because obviously I'm not old enough to be from when Full House was on. So Full House I watch on Netflix. The other one is actually a Netflix show as well. It is Santa Clarita Diet. Oh my goodness. So Santa Clarita Diet is with Drew Barrymore. I don't know anybody else in it, but they are absolutely brilliant, to the point that Anthony can't be in the same room when I'm watching it, because if you know it, it is a bit like, what on earth is happening? Like, it's just so random. But I absolutely loved it. They cancelled it after, is it just 3 seasons, which I'm just horrified at. So I literally didn't watch the last episode for ages because I didn't want it to end. But for movies, so I was going through all of the films that I've seen for the first time this year, all the new ones. I keep all of my cinema tickets every time I go to the cinemas. So obviously Avengers EndGame, mind blowing, we all love that. Actually, a lot of these are, I've got 5 and 3 of them are Avengers films. So obviously Avengers EndGame, Spider-Man and Captain Marvel. They're just, I love the Avengers films. They're literally my favourite films ever to watch. I rewatch them all the time. I can go see them in the cinema multiple times. I'm like a big hype around it. Like, I don't think I've ever been obsessed with a film series as much as I have with the Avengers. Like, I literally live for them. Really sad, I know. So another one from this year obviously has to be Aladdin. I mean, Aladdin was absolutely brilliant. I went to see it with my mum, and we both came out just thinking so, like, oh, it was just so lovely. I've just remembered another film. Yeah, so Aladdin was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. I loved Will Smith in it. I loved the retake of it. I love all the retakes of, like, all the Disney films. The one I've literally just remembered as well is another one I went to see with my mum, is Mamma Mia 2. I love that one. I was really thinking like, oh yeah, but it's not going to be the same as the first one, because obviously they're different characters and they go back in time and blah 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 blah. But that came out, was at the start of the year? Because I remember watching it on Sky in summertime, so it must have come out towards the end, the start of the year. I can't quite remember. It might not even be a 2019 film actually. Huh. But that was a favourite. That was one I went back and rewatched over and over summertime, because it's just such a summery, bright film, isn't it? And the other one is one I went to see only a couple of weeks ago. So I went to see the new Maleficent. Yes, that's how you say it. Maleficent, with my mum and my sister, obviously Maleficent 2. I love the first one. I can't believe there was such a big gap between the first one and this one. Literally, it's been like, what is it, 6 years or something. I absolutely love Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. I think the character just suits her so much, and storyline to it, it wasn't like they was trying to force a storyline so that they could have another Maleficent film. really suited it well. And that's it for movies and shows. So now on to fashion, and I want to start this off with gold jewellery in general. I never was a gold jewellery wearing fan. I was always silver, always silver. For some reason I've literally changed this year to gold. My rings I'm wearing now are from Boohoo Moon, which I discovered on Instagram, and they are brilliant. They often do £5 sales and everything. So that's when I got my rings. My necklace is gold. I'm loving gold jewellery, and from anywhere. The one company, like I said, to mention was Boohoo Moon, which is obviously where the rings are from. For the rest of fashion, we are going to go over to my clothing rail. So here we are now, my clothing rail. I keep, obviously this isn't everything I own. This is everything that is my go-to clothes. Hence the jeans, and then it's just basic tops. I've got a few hangers just loose at the moment because I'm doing the washing. So a bag for this year has to be, I'm really, like I said, I'm into my golds, which means I'm also into my browns, which goes with the gold jewellery. So this ring bag, turtle shell effect, I just love this. This is from Primark, guys. I like this so much. I bought this in the brown, and my sister actually has it also in the black. But I just love this. It's long enough for the straps as well for it to fall at a nice length. But I literally do use this bag to hold from the ring, because if you use it obviously from the straps, then the thing just falls, and it's just, it's not pretty anymore. So this bag is it's a perfect size for every day. So because this is so pretty, it literally does just sit on the end of there. Another thing I've been loving is some jeans, which sounds a bit odd, but I've been experimenting more with my jeans and wearing different styles and things. So this is from ASOS, but this is raw hem. There you go, as you can see. And I love the colour of this. It's like a light blue, but with a bit of a greeny tinge through it, which obviously is really nice for summertime, which is when I wore these. Because of the raw hem as well, it was nice to be paired with sandals, which is what I will go on to now. So some shoes that I was absolutely loving during summertime and for Santorini again was these sandals. Now these are from Primark, and they are a little bit ruined, so you're not having that much of a close-up of these. But I literally lived in these. I was a bit worried actually about these being maybe a bit too hard, because can you hear that? That's rock solid, that. And things that don't have a back for your ankle, I always worry about too. So yeah, I was a bit worried about these. Oh my god, the bottom of them is absolutely disgusting. I've literally got sand and stones and everything from the beach in them still. I lived in these. These were actually really comfortable. I mean, look at the sole of them. So they were slightly up at the edge so that your foot doesn't slide out of them. And I'm going to have to go and buy some of these again, I think, this year, because Primark always do the same kind of thing year in, year out. So I think there was only a £5. So when these come out again, I'm definitely going to have to, I think, maybe bin these and get some new ones, and maybe get some black ones as well, because these are so comfortable and so just easy just to slide on for a holiday, or even just to nip out to the garden, to put some rubbish in the bin or something. So also from Primark, I have got, these are also really rank. These, like I said, they're from Primark. Oh no, they're not. They're ASOS. Oops. So I have got some pumps. So I bought these in springtime, because I literally wear black boots day in, day out. They're just my everyday go-to shoes, apart from obviously in summertime. But when it was getting more to springtime, I didn't really want to be wearing sandals yet, but I didn't want to be wearing my boots, so I bought these. They're like a grey, beigey kind of colour, but these were so comfortable again. They were literally was that 12 quid or something? I definitely need to pick these up again, because like I said, these are rank. I think I wore these on the plane. I think that's one of the other reasons why I bought them, but they are elasticated, so somebody like me who has wide feet, this is what I always go for when I'm looking for shoes. They have to be wide feet ones, so these were just really handy. So like I said, my favourite shoes to wear are boots. I wear black flat boots every single day, but my nice going out boots, I've been loving these. So these are actually from New Look, and like I said, because I have wide feet, it has to have either the elasticated bit or it has to have a zip. So these still work because the zip's at the back. I actually ordered these thinking that the heel might be a bit smaller, and obviously they're not actually that small, so these have been my going out shoes. I really need to stop buying suede shoes though, because suede shoes don't last anywhere near as long. But like I said, I've been enjoying more the greys and the browns this year, so brown boots really came in handy. And I love pairing these literally with like anything. Like I've got a red dress that I like to wear these with, my jeans obviously that I like to wear these with, and obviously then you match up your accessories, so your gold jewellery, got a brown belt and the brown bag of course. So another thing that is on here is my blazers. So these are like everyday comfortable blazers. So I've got a black and white checked one. This is from Primark, and obviously it's not like got shoulder pads or anything. And this was also from Primark, and this is like a beigey one with the turtle shell buttons, which I just absolutely love. So this one is when I wear silver jewellery, and this one is more of when I wear my gold jewellery. I literally like do that all the time. But it has to go, everything just has to go together, the accessories and clothes. I wear most of the time is just jeans and a plain top, whether it be black or white, or even like a shirt like this, it's still quite plain with the turtle shell buttons, just when you want to add an extra layer. So live for these. So like in Primark they're not that expensive. I think this one was a bit pricey. I think this is literally about £25, which is a lot for Primark, but it is, I don't know what material it is, but it's some sort of material. This one was only maybe what, like £12 I think. But they're just so nice and so like dressy up an outfit if you was going out for a meal, or literally you just have to wear your basic outfit, you know, your t-shirt, your jeans, your boots, and dress it up with a blazer, and it seriously is like transformed into a going out kind of outfit. So that is it for my 2019 favourites, and that is it for 2019. I can't believe it. We're at the end already, and you know what? This year has been, it's been a fairly good-ish year compared to the last few years. I've had a change in job, which comes with its highs and lows anyway, doesn't it? I mean, there's always a reason you leave a job, and then there's the anxiety of starting a new job and all the learning and the interview and everything like that. Still in the same house. I'm trying to think what's happened this year. I mean, I've had my first abroad holiday with Anthony, just the two of us, and we've been together for 6.5 years at the time. We've had quite a few trips away. I mean, I went to London with a friend. Me and Anthony did Peak District. We went to Amsterdam with some friends. We were also, I haven't been yet, but we're off to Liverpool in a couple of weeks, just the two of us. So in that terms of things, we've done quite a lot. I do also want to say I have had a few losses this year, so that's why it's like been just one of those crazy years that you don't know where you are half the time. You don't know if you're coming or going. Yeah, so thank you 2019.